how many, this is a really dumb question, but I have to ask it. By the way, you like my Vigilante t-shirt?
Right.
Okay, I really have to tell you something about this Vigilante t-shirt. I bought this yesterday. Where did I buy this? Walmart. How much did I pay for it? $5. You knew that, didn't you, sir? Absolutely. So don't get rid of Walmart back yet. I'm still poor. Alrighty, we're gonna get off with our panel. We still have one more person who is en route that we're waiting for, but we're not gonna hold back on that because I'm sure you guys are here to see all three of them, but at least give you two right now. Is a show we all know as? Absolutely fantabulous, and we have two incredible cast members from that show here at DragonCon 2014. Let's give a nice round of applause for Mr. David Nichols! That was David Nichols. Thank you so much for coming out. Oh, he's back. And yeah, I'm going to ask you guys to help me pronounce his last name. But first off, it's Anatoly.
Nobody knows!
We had this discussion backstage. I'm like, look, I usually pronounce things phonetically, but what the hell does that say?
Nobody recognizes. No. Anatoly Knyazev, the guy with the beard.
Okay, all right. All right, this gentleman is I'm going to say once an antagonist of the character Arrow on this fantabulous show. He used to be a police detective. Oh, poor baby. Now he's just a little old beat cop. Let's give a nice warm DragonCon 2014 welcome to Mr. Paul Blackthorne! Salts coming up our deck as we speak, the lovely and fantastic Katie Lodge! Well, that's a pleasant surprise. That's my seat. Okay. Well, hi guys, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, excellent, good. All right, we only got an hour for this. We're gonna go ahead, and you guys are stunning.
Casting studio, and I choked the reader out unconscious, and he fell on the floor. And I apologized. I thought I was going to get kicked out of the room. And they sent this kid off to wash his face in the bathroom, and then I went, "I'm so sorry," and the casting director said, "It was perfect."
I feel like I get out of it, like I'm not the actor anymore, and I'm just me watching Manu Bennett perform, like watching Slade Wilson with the voice and everything that he does. Like I get so interested in his performance. I'm like, I just want to like watch him. I'm probably like doing your close-ups, and he's like all menacing, and he's supposed to be looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, this is so good.
Sit and talk about it a lot, and all those moments in life which define our relationships and how we feel about each other leading up to that moment in the scene, and that's what we do. So when we get to the cameras, it's just kind of like letting that stuff go, but all the work that goes into that is prior to that, with all the big long conversations in the hair and makeup trailer and on our trailers and on the phone, talking about this, that, this birthday, what happened there, what happened then, and that's what we do, and hopefully that brings it a bit of authenticity.
I don't know, I've always been lucky to get to play these really strong, bad butt women. And was it like that before? I guess you had a lot more of the damsel distress thing, and now you see like, you know, superhero women a lot more, and it's a lot more tough chick roles, yeah. Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Awesome. That's a great deflection. Let's not talk about
It's all planned.
But anyway, a little funny story, right? So I've got this wig from Spartacus's makeup team, and they said these guys are going to come and see you for this role in like 20 minutes. They're going to show up at your hotel. And so I ran down to this makeup sort of place that was in the hotel, and I said, "Can you help me get this wig on?" And this woman was like, "Yeah, I know how to do that." And she got this glue out. So I started gluing this thing to my head. And you only use the smallest amount of this glue to really make these things work. because of a lace thing on them. This woman was slapping it on like it was, and anyway, it just started sticking to my head sideways, and like right down to my eyebrow. I looked like Korg. I was like, oh. And I was going, do you know what you're doing? And she said, yeah. And then she started realizing she'd really screwed up, and I looked like I had an like roadkill animal on my head. And I went up and I saw these producers for this thing, and I was almost in tears, you know, like. I was like a girl who screwed her head up for the prom or something. I got up there and I said, guys, I know I look like an idiot. Please, like, don't judge me.
That much more motivated to go after the next one that I feel is that passionate about. Instead of, you know, it's easy, I guess, to break down yourself, but you know, you lose confidence, and I think that's a big part of it, and that doesn't do good for anyone. So I try and rise above it.
Yeah, if it's no, it wasn't meant to be, and you don't want to work on a set where they don't want you there.
Exactly.
I think that there's the word rejection is used a lot. And they say, oh, you're an actor. How do you deal with all the rejection? And, you know, this is just about perception, really, because if you perceive it as rejection, you'll go mad, and you'll probably end up, you know, jumping off a building or something. But if you just look at it and think, well, kind of like you're saying, well, I guess it wasn't the right match. You know, and they'll often say, like, well, maybe he just reminded the director of his wife's ex-husband or something. You know, I don't want to work with that guy. He's a great actor, but I don't want to work with him. It reminds me of my wife's ex-husband. Get him out of here. You know, whatever it is, you know, whatever reason it might be. But if it's not meant to be, you're not a match, then it's fine. But it's nothing to do with rejection. Get that word out of your system.
On to the next.
Yeah, exactly. On the shirt.
Yeah, but it is tough. It's like, you know, it's not like boxing where you're Mike Tyson and you're 18-0. You know what I mean? Like you get knockouts a lot, you know, and you've just got to wear them. You know, it is really part of the attrition of being an actor. You know, I came to Los Angeles 4 or 5 times for pilot seasons and spent every penny that I had and ate bowls of rice for dinner. You know, and would get on that plane back to New Zealand, just going like, am I going to be able to survive this? Am I going to keep on being able to do this? But it's part of there's an eye of a needle that thousands of actors every day are trying to get through. And you know, you're looking at a bunch of people who've worked so hard with their art form that they've worked out how to squeeze through that eye of a needle. And, you know, there's a lot to be said about that. And it's wonderful when you get to a big production and you work with people and you realise their story. What is really fun. Like this guy here, like you know, like I could talk about the main actors and stuff like that, but this guy, when he came on and he played the Russian guy, I swear to you, this guy's acting. I used to just watch him on set and go like, God, he's a good actor. You know, I mean, he's not Russian, he plays this thing, you know, no, he is, you know, I mean, on the new, lots of theatre, lots of everything, lots of rejection, lots of stuff, but you know, well, great actor, you know, it's good to work with him.
I'll be there next week, Dan Farr. I challenge each and every one of you who hasn't done it yet